Sincerely speaking, throughout today, as in Chelsea news, the kind of Chelsea news that is just going on today is just pure fake because, like I said earlier, I'm not going to like believe any news that is coming out right now. I'm not going to believe any news because 90% of those news are just pure fake. The first thing you hear that Chelsea are interested in this player. The next thing, another report will just come in that they are not interested in the player anymore. So all this transfer saga is just making me to like confuse. All this transfer saga is just making me too confused. Now, there are some major news going on around Chelsea that Chelsea were interested in one right back defender at Juventus. One of my follower mentioned that guy's name in the comment section yesterday. The news was trending this early morning, but later on, they just said that Chelsea were not even interested in the first place. So since Chelsea have been quiet in the transfer market, all these journalists they are just looking for engagement and clicks. That's why they are just posting fake news about Chelsea up and down. Chelsea are not interested in any player. They are not interested in any player for now. They want to wait for Xabi Alonso. So I don't. Any news I see now, I hardly believe. Hardly, because Chelsea cannot buy any player without Xabi Alonso's permission. It's not possible. Xabi Alonso must be involved before Chelsea can sign any player. Xabi Alonso must be involved. That is it. So I don't get carried away by all this transfer rumor that is going on. The only news that I even see that is even concrete was Madrid news that Jose Mourinho will not be interested in some Real Madrid players like Camavinga, Rodrigo, Eran Gracia, then one other player like that. That is the only concrete news of today. But the rest news, apart from Enzo Fernandez and Cucurella, the rest news are just total fake rumor, big rumor. The rest news are just rumor. Now, speaking about this Madrid of a team, this Madrid saga of a team, Madrid are insisting on adding players. And looking at what Jose Mourinho just said today, that he won't make use of those four players. Now, Chelsea fans, among those players that I just mentioned, which is at this thing, which is this player, Rodrigo, Eran Gracia, Brian Diaz, Camavinga. Which one do you think will fit under Xabi Alonso's system? Let me hear your opinion in the comment section. Which of those players do you think will fit into Xabi Alonso's system? Let me hear your opinion. Which player do you think will fit into Xabi Alonso? All those players I just mentioned. Because this Enzo Fernandez to Madrid is going to be very difficult. Because this is Xabi Alonso that is in charge. And we all know how Xabi Alonso handles some Madrid players, especially players like Rodrigo. We all know the reason for Xabi Alonso leaving Real Madrid due to his authority. Madrid player was not happy on Xabi Alonso's authority. And the same Madrid are still interested in Chelsea players. So Xabi Alonso, as in, it's going to be very difficult for Madrid to get Enzo Fernandez out easily. It's going to be very difficult because Xabi Alonso will demand some players that Madrid will not want to sell. Like, for example, now when Xabi Alonso was in charge of Madrid, could you believe that Xabi Alonso was not, as in, he was benching Rodrigo? World class Rodrigo. Xabi Alonso was benching that guy steady. Fortune K, what's up, bro? Hope you are hearing me very well. What's up, bro? Okay, FC Mala, good evening. Good evening from this side. Good evening. Okay, you say that I like that Gonzalo Gracia good movement and makes scoring a lot easy. There is player there. And there is player there, but like I said yesterday, Like I said yesterday, this is the Premier League. That guy might come. You see one thing about this football of club of 18. You might see Xabi Alonso. Let me just tell you the reality about all this coach of a team. You might see Xabi Alonso as somebody that will just come to Chelsea and implement the same style he used at Leverkusen or similar to what he did at Madrid. Xabi Alonso might even do something different. The guy might even do something different at Chelsea. And let's be sincere, Madrid did not give Xabi Alonso that full power. I know that Madrid president made an excuse that it was because Xabi Alonso does not have preseason. That is why that is why he did not excel well at Madrid. But we all know that Xabi Alonso lacks the authority. He was not able to control Madrid players. That is why he left. Okay, 40K. You are hearing me very good. Okay. But you know that all the transfer you are hearing about Chelsea is fake. That's what I said earlier now. That's what I said earlier. All this transfer, because early this morning, the report just came in that Chelsea was interested in that Juventus right back, right wing back. The news was booming, trending. But later in the afternoon, a report just came in that Chelsea were never interested in the guy in the first place. Even that young, whether he's 17 or 18 years old boy that Chelsea are still interested in, that one is just still nothing is concrete because Chelsea will not dare Chelsea will not dare to sign any player without Xabi Alonso's absence. Chelsea transfer strategy right now is currently working with Xabi Alonso. So if Xabi Alonso is not involved, in that transfer, then there's nothing concrete. That is why before we believe any news, till July 1st, before we even be looking any Chelsea news as if it's concrete or not. July 1st, that is it. Because the rest news that is just going on is just fake. Just because Chelsea are quiet in the transfer market, that's why all these journalists are just trying to bring up different fake news for engagement. Okay. Okay, you see that. Remember, Chelsea buy player for Strasbourg as well. As Chelsea sound like a blue coat signing for their other team. Okay, you are talking about that young boy. That young boy. If you are talking about that young boy, that one is not even a serious sign. That boy is a right winger. He's a right winger, and I don't take all those signings serious. I don't take all those signings serious. Let Xabi Alonso come first before we know, before we even be discussing about signing. Let Xabi Alonso come first. But like I said earlier, this Enzo Fernandez deal is going to be very difficult. I know that you guys might be think that it is easy because Enzo Fernandez want to leave and Madrid want Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez have already made his desire to go to Madrid. And Xabi Alonso might not be able to stop him, but Xabi Alonso might still hinder Enzo Fernandez from leaving. Now, here is what you guys understand. Like I said earlier, Xabi Alonso was very brutal at Madrid, especially against Rodrigo. Xabi Alonso was very brutal to Rodrigo. Before Xabi Alonso came to Madrid, player like Andre Gula was finding it difficult to have game time. Sometimes Andre Gula will be in the bench for 5 straight matches. That guy will not play one single match. Even if Andre Gula wants to play match, at least 20 minutes, 10 minutes. That is just it. There was even a time when Madrid was considering loaning out Andre Gula. But when Xabi Alonso came in, Xabi Alonso started prioritizing around Gonzalo Gracia and Andre Gula over some top Madrid stars. I think that is what actually led to some of the Madrid players disagreeing with Xabi Alonso. So just imagine, now that Xabi Alonso have full authority over Chelsea transfer, which do you think that Xabi Alonso will take anyhow Madrid player? Do you think that the guy will just take anyhow Madrid player? That is why I say that it's going to be very hard. Because even if Xabi Alonso want to demand a Madrid player, he might even go for Andregula. He might even go for Andregula or this guy, Gonzalo Gracia. But due to the fact that Joao Pedro is our main man in the number 10, in the number 9 spots, I doubt that. But due to Xabi Alonso ruggedness and brutality in terms of managing players, he might still pick Gonzalo Gracia. I mean, that guy Gonzalo Gracia, that Madrid number 9. He might still pick him. But even if he pick that guy, even if he pick that boy will be a backup for Chelsea. That is just it. He will be a backup. Okay. You see that? I honestly think that Enzo deal looks like this 80 million plus. Okay. That is realistic. That is realistic. That is realistic. Since Madrid don't want to pay the full money, getting Gracia for that with adding 85 million pounds is actually a good deal. It's actually a good deal. It's actually a good deal. Fortune K, I understand your opinion. Know that not everybody will agree on some certain players. But why don't you like the guy, Fortune K? Let me hear your opinion. Why don't you like Gonzalo Gracia? What makes you think that the guy can't, as in what's your reason for not liking the guy? Let me hear your opinion. Let me hear your opinion, Gracia. Why do you think the guy will not come to Chelsea? Or why do you think his move is a very bad move? Let me hear your opinion. Let me hear your opinion. Now, there was another thing I want to talk about Chelsea is that the way some medias normally disrespect Chelsea is just too much. It's just too much. The way some media normally disrespect Chelsea. And sincerely speaking, whether you guys like it or not, Chelsea is one of the most hated club in the world. The most hated. Not by rivals, but by medias. But you know that they are different, they are different hate watch. Like for example, now we all know that Arsenal hate watch is different. Like medias themselves love Arsenal Football Club. They don't talk bad or banter Arsenal Football Club. But rival fans like Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, they all do hate watch on Arsenal. But media don't call out Arsenal. That is just it. I'm talking about ESPN, Premier League, Sky Sports, all those big accounts. They don't call out Arsenal. But Chelsea, bro, Chelsea disrespect is in another level. Chelsea disrespect is in another level. Okay. What do you say? Okay, Fortune case. I think Chelsea should go for another good player, not Gracia. Okay, Fortune case. Which player do you think Chelsea should go for? Which player do you think Chelsea should go for? Because this is Madrid deal we are talking about. Madrid might add a player. Madrid might add a player to Enzo Fernandez deal. So Fortune K, which player do you think would be good at Madrid? Which player do you think that Xabi Alonso? This is not a matter of you picking player for yourself. This is a matter of thinking of what Xabi Alonso wants and what player do you think will fit Xabi Alonso's system at Chelsea. Let me hear your opinion, Fortune K. Let me hear your opinion. Okay, CFC. You see that we can't get good players, so we need the gem. Gracia is one of them. Okay. Fortune K, like CFC, Fortune K is actually disagreeing on that Gracia, but you yourself, you are still suggesting that we should get the player. The player is not bad, though. The player is not bad. Both of your opinions are valid. Both of your opinions are valid. Both of your opinions are valid. But as for me, I don't think that guy is physical enough. My own opinion. I'm not against you guys' opinion. Your opinions are valid. But as for me, looking at that guy, he can't, because Premier League physicality is just something else. You normally, if you are watching the Premier League, you always hear people say that welcome to the Premier League. Welcome, like and his slot did not receive that statement of welcome to the Premier League in his first season. No. And his slot actually received that statement in his second season as a Liverpool coach. Welcome to Premier League. So once Gonzalo Gracia here welcome to Premier League, do you think that he can survive with that statement? Welcome to the Premier League. Because Premier League is not a league where you can just come easily and shine. No. Many players, many stars have come to the Premier League and run. They have run. Both young and old, they have run. Okay, Fortune K, you are saying that yellow ballot. I don't understand what you mean. Voted. I'm talking about Madrid players. Okay, you mentioned Rodrigo. You mentioned Fortune K. Do you see what you are saying? Do you hear what you are saying right now? Rodrigo. You are saying that Chelsea should go for Rodrigo. Is it not the same Rodrigo that Xabi Alonso was putting on the bench at Madrid? So do you think that Xabi Alonso will even look at Rodrigo face at Madrid? Xabi Alonso does not rate Rodrigo. He does not rate Rodrigo. Xabi Alonso does not rate Rodrigo at all. Okay, Alex. Chelsea needs left wing. I don't trust Quenda. Okay, your opinion is valid, Mr. Alex. Chelsea needs a left winger. You don't trust Quenda. That is normal. That is normal because your opinion just shows that you're actually sharp. I know that Quenda is good, though, Alex. I know that Quenda is good. Quenda is good, but like I said earlier, we don't know if Quenda will end up becoming another Jamie Gittins because we all know Jamie Gittins was very good. In fact, Jamie Gittins dribble for fun in Bundesliga, but when Jamie Gittins come to Chelsea, nothing to show for. Nothing to show for. So, Mr. Alex, your opinion is valid. We need a left winger. Despite the fact that Giovanni Quenda can play multiple wings, you still don't trust him. So, Alex, which player do you think can be a good left winger for Chelsea? Which player? I'm not talking about, as in, I'm not talking about player that you want. I'm talking about player that you think that will shine or succeed under Xabi Alonso. Let me hear your opinion in the comment section, Mr. Alex. Let me hear what you have to say about that. Since you don't trust Quenda, which player do you suggest? Okay. No, I don't cook anybody here. I only just talk my facts about it. That's just my opinion. Okay. But is Mantonio a good player? Okay, you're talking Fortune K. When you mean when you mean this guy, you mean that young Argentina guy that Madrid signed last season. If you are talking about that guy, then that guy is a waste to be as in is a waste of time. He's good though, but we don't need another right winger. We don't need that guy is a right winger, if I'm not mistaken. He is a right winger. He is a right winger. Personally, for me, sincerely speaking, because in my own opinion, Fortune can just speak my mind. What I want to say right now, I mean, what I want to say right now, CFC just speak my mind. I was about to talk Hendrick. CFC just mentioned Hendrick. Personally, for me, the only Madrid player that I will even consider looking right now is Hendrick. Because as in, I love that guy, Hendrick. Is just another version of Esteva Williams. You can clearly see how Esteva Williams is agile, energetic on the pitch. That is how Hendrick is at Lyon. That is the player we even consider Xabi Alonso should go for. Because Hendrick can play as a number 10 and can play as a striker. So if Kopama is slacking or lacking behind, Hendrick can step up in that number 10 role. Then if Joao Pedro wants to rest, maybe he have a slight injury, then Hendrick can start. Forget about height. We have a lot of world-class players that are very short. So forget about height. So Hendrick will be a massive good opportunity for Chelsea. Okay, Alex, you see that I think Rashford. Alex, you see that you think Rashford is cheap and want good of our left wing. Okay, Rashford. Rashford is a good signing, no. He's a good signing, but it's complicated. Rashford is complicated. You see Rashford, Garnacho, and Sancho. They are as in three of those players are just the same in terms of attitude, seriousness, and career decision making. Rashford, somebody that is earning 300, close to 400 at Manchester United. Do you think that the guy will be willing to reduce his wages at Chelsea? And Mr. Alex, do you think that Rashford will reduce his wages? See, let me tell you one thing that I love about Blue Co. I know that Blue Co. We are not Blue Co. These owners are not perfect, but one thing I admire about them is not paying players huge amount of money, especially players that have not proven themselves in their life. Take a look at Manchester United. Just because Jadon Sancho was shining at Borussia Dortmund, I think I think Manchester United signed him 70 to 80 million that period and pay him straight 250 to 300. And at the end, Sancho could not live up to the expectation in the Premier League. And what happened? Manchester United struggled to sell the guy. Struggle. But look at Chelsea in terms of Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke was not performing very well, and we sell him easily without even looking back. We just sell that guy easily. That is the difference between Chelsea model and Manchester United model. That is just the difference between Chelsea model and that's just the difference between Chelsea model and Manchester United model. Because some players, if you just pay them big wages and they don't perform well, you're as in the club will lose. The club will lose a lot. They will lose a lot. So this Rashford deal is too complicated. Rashford is a luxury player. So Rashford is a luxury player. His wages is too high for Chelsea. In fact, just take a look at Jadon Sancho. What happened to Jadon Sancho at Chelsea? Jadon Sancho was not living up to the expectation, but he was trying. He showed up. He turned up in some Chelsea moments, especially that's why one of my best Jadon Sancho moments at Chelsea was Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspurs last two seasons when Cucurella, as in Cucurella conceded two goals just because of that boot. Just because of that boot Cucurella was wearing, Cucurella conceded two goals, bro. But when we bring in Jadon Sancho, my God, when we brought up Jadon Sancho, my guy, Jadon Sancho turned up. He turned up even at Real Betis Conference League, but Sancho was inconsistent. He was not giving us that consistent performance. And when we were having the second thought of signing him permanently, we were having that thought of signing him permanently. At least we wanted to pay him, I think 150 to 170 or 180. But Jadon Sancho refused. Sancho refused. He refused. He said that he cannot accept that low amount. So we have to let go because what he was demanding is less of what he brings on the pitch. So that is Manchester United problem. That's Manchester United problem. So okay, what were you saying, Mr. Alex? You said that we can terminate Modric contracts. Modric. Modric. Modric still remain a mystery at Chelsea because no updates, no confirmation, nothing. That guy updates is just dead. He's update nothing, no lead about that guy case. So I don't even think it's wise for Chelsea to terminate his contract now. I don't know because even if Chelsea terminates his contract, it will not still benefit Chelsea. Chelsea is still in a losing side concerning Mikhailo Modric. Okay, fortune case, but you have not talked about a goalkeeper. There is no need to talk about a goalkeeper for now because goalkeeper is not our major problem. Sanchez have not done anything that bad this previous season. In fact, Sanchez saved Chelsea a lot of times. The only problem about Sanchez is that his distribution passes can be poor sometimes. But bro, Sanchez have saved Chelsea a lot. So I will not talk about any goalkeeper for now. Besides, Chelsea are considering moving Michael Penders to the starting 11 at Chelsea. But it's left for Xabi Alonso to make his show. Because if Xabi Alonso see that he doesn't want Sanchez, then Sanchez will leave. We'll get on that goalkeeper. But for now, Sanchez will not be in discussion of player that will leave Chelsea because Sanchez have actually been one of the Chelsea player that is saving Chelsea this season. Bro, do you know how many saves Sanchez have done for Chelsea? How many save? Forget just because we have unfortunate players that don't want to move forward. Bro, Sanchez have saved Chelsea a lot. Okay, CFC. I think we are getting Van Hecker at CB. CFC, that this Van Hecker rumor that you're hearing, just don't just put your mind in that rumor. It's a big rumor. We don't have any concrete target yet. No concrete target. We are just Chelsea is just beating around the bush. Even if you see a good source of that news, Chelsea are just beating around the bush. There is no concrete proof or evidence that Chelsea are active on a certain player. Okay, CFC, but okay, you see that Spurs doing a rebuild with free players, them jokers. Okay, Tottenham or Spurs. Okay, when you are saying that when Tottenham signed this guy Marcos Sensei. Seriously speaking, I know that Tottenham Spurs is a laughing stock, but we might have to watch out too because this is Dizebi. This is Dizebi. Dizebi is a good coach. He did very well at Brighton. He still did very well at Olympiacos, if I'm not, I mean Marcel at League One. He was still doing very well. So let not count Tottenham Hotspur out yet because Tottenham might rise up, but we all know Tottenham as usual. No matter the coach, no matter the manager, Jose Mourinho came, he could not do anything. The only manager out even strive to achieve something great was Pochettino when Pochettino took Tottenham to the Champions League final. I think in 2018 when Tottenham Hotspur played Bayern Munich in the Champions League final, bro. Bayern Munich crushed Tottenham Hotspur. They crushed them front and back. They crushed them front and back. Nice, what's up, my bro? What's up? Okay, Almi. Sorry if I did not pronounce your name, Almi. Chelsea is ready to closely to signing Bowen. You just come with your own fake news again. Chelsea are not actively signing anybody right now. Okay, Almi, where are you chatting from? Nice to meet you. Where are you chatting from, my dear? Let me hear your opinion in the comment section. Okay, CFC. We should not count Tottenham Hotspurs here, but we all know Tottenham's story. No matter the manager, they can't do anything. So, Alex, you see that pay. Okay, Chelsea pay him very high, Modric. Yeah, Chelsea pay close to 80 million. I mean, close to 100 million for Mikhailo Modric. So it's kind of a big waste. It's kind of a big waste. So, Army, that Jerome Bowen deal you are talking about, my dear, is just a big rumor. Chelsea are not active. Chelsea are not seriously interested in any player now. We can't make any transfer without Xabi Alonso. So any transfer news that you are seeing right now, my dear, it is just fake or rumor. It's just fake or rumor. The only news that is currently trending right now, which is accurate, is between Marco Corella and Enzo Fernandez. So any news that you see concerning them is concrete and active. So that is the news that you should be paying attention. The rest news I just know is okay. Alex, this season left wingers not performing very well. Seriously speaking, Chelsea left wingers almost end me this period. Chelsea left wingers, bro. especially Garnacho. I don't know about you guys, but me, if I'm watching Chelsea match, especially our left wingers, and I watch the way Garnacho normally plays his ball, because the way Garnacho plays ball, Garnacho look like a human being that is running out of blood because the guy cannot tack, he cannot run, nothing, nothing. So if I watch Garnacho play, I'll just be laughing. For me to be shouting or angry, I'll just be laughing. I'll just be laughing throughout. I'll just be laughing because what do you want me to do again concerning Garnacho or Gittins? The other time, under Liam Rosenium, Gittins was fully active and ready to come back from injury. A day before the match, Gittins just sustained an hamstring injury. The guy just sustained an hamstring injury. So Chelsea left wing have been a total disaster. Disaster. Neto, no way. Garnacho, no way. Gittins injured. Apart from that academy player, bro, that academy player was actually doing something in that left wing. That Derry, that young boy was actually doing something in that left wing. But we all know Chelsea, we don't value academy players. Even if we see academy player that is doing very well, we don't value them. We always look at the player that we use our big money to buy, the waste players. That's the one that we like putting in matches. Okay. This Jeremy Knight, this Mala that you are saying about, which club is he playing for? Which club is he playing for? Because I don't normally put my mind on most of these players. Which club, apart from Premier League players, I'm not actually focusing on abroad player, but Jeremy Knight, this El Mala, which club is he playing for? Let me know. Okay, Real Madrid is going crazy in the market. Okay, Jeremy, now you see that Real Madrid is going crazy in the market, which is true because they just signed Konate, they just signed Doffrey from Inter Milan, and there are another big rumor still going on that they are still interested in Marco Corella, and they are still going for more defenders. But can they beat Barcelona? It's not a matter of signing players. Can they stop Barcelona? Can they stop Barcelona? With him, because Madrid squad is more than defenders. So because you see the problem Chelsea is having. Madrid problem is just on his own there. So I know that Madrid are going crazy. A lot of clubs are going crazy, but it's not about going crazy in the transfer market. So can those players deliver? Can those players deliver? Okay, Jeremy Nice. You see that Roman Abramovich was a serious owner. Bluko is just okay. Abramovich. Abramovich is a madman. He's a madman because Abramovich brutality is in another level. Is in another level because one thing I love about Chelsea, you see Chelsea Football Club. That is why I said it earlier that the media disrespect Chelsea a lot because once Chelsea is having a very bad moment, the media will just forget Chelsea achievement or what Chelsea have actually done in the past. That is why I say that the media respect Arsenal more than Chelsea. Because if Arsenal, like just for example now, when Arsenal lost that Champions League, no media came out and said that Arsenal have never won a European trophy for so years. No media came out and said that. Only the rival fans. ESPN did not come out and talk about Arsenal losing the Champions League. Premier League did not come out and call out Arsenal for losing. But if it's Chelsea, bro, they will start listing different records of Chelsea disgracing themselves. They'll start listing different record of Chelsea dropping bad performance. That's just what media is known for. As a media can easily talk bad about Chelsea. But when we are talking about Chelsea achievements since 2012 up to now, media will ignore that. If you see the way media normally disrespect Chelsea, you think that Chelsea are one of the most useless clubs in history. If you see the way media disrespect Chelsea, you think that Chelsea have not achieved something meaningful in life before. But bro, during Abramovich era, bro, you can't don't mess with Chelsea. After we won our first Champions League, We won European Cup, won Super Cup, won FIFA Club Continental Cup. Still went to the Europa League final and beat Arsenal. I think that was Eden Hazard's last trophy as a Chelsea player. We went to Europa League final and still beat Arsenal there. We went there and still beat Arsenal. But the media will not talk about that. The media will only talk that Chelsea have been buying players, Chelsea have been spending 1 billion, Chelsea have been doing this, Chelsea have been losing points, Chelsea finished in the 10th, Chelsea are now a mid-table club. They'll just be saying a lot of rubbish about Chelsea. But they will easily forget Chelsea achievements. They will easily forget Chelsea achievements. If not for the fact that media disrespect Chelsea a lot, this is not a joking matter. We should supposed to be in the same conversation with Barcelona and Real Madrid. Because take a look at it. Do your research, guys. Do your research. Since 2012 up to now, how many England clubs have actually been successful in Europe? How many England clubs, in terms of dominating European trophies? How many England clubs can do that from 2012 to now? How many England clubs? Even if you want to rank them, Chelsea will be top, as in top three. Top three. Even if you want to, let's just say Chelsea, Man City, then Liverpool. Besides them, no one, even Manchester United. When last did Manchester United win a European trophy? When last? So this media disrespect of Chelsea is just too much. Okay, CFC, you see that I bet Xabi Alonso don't even want any Real Madrid player. Seriously, you might be right. The guy might not even want any Real Madrid player because Madrid players have attitude. They are feeling too big, especially Vinicius and Mbappe. They are just feeling too big. That's one of Madrid problem is Vinicius and Mbappe. They don't want to settle down and listen. They just want to be ignorant. So Xabi Alonso might not even want any Madrid player. That is reasonable. That is understanding. Okay, Jeremy Knight, you see that Morgan Rogers will end up in Arsenal. I don't care. I don't care about Morgan Rogers. If you want to go to Arsenal, let him go to Arsenal. Even if Arsenal buy all the best player in the world, Arsenal will still remain Arsenal. Is it not the same set piece that they will still play? Look at Ebere Chieze. Ebere Chieze was like Hazard in Crystal Palace, but look at Eze now at Arsenal. All of them are leaning towards set piece. Apart from Eze, it's only Eze's style of football that is actually different in Arsenal. So let Morgan Rogers go to Arsenal and continue playing their set piece. I don't care, but even if he go to Arsenal, I don't care. Let him go there. Let him go. Okay, Jeremy. Okay, Mr. Alex, you said we should sell all those people on loan at Chelsea, like Nicolas Jackson. Okay, Mr. Alex, you're actually the first Chelsea fan that I've seen that don't want Nicolas Jackson because 90% of Chelsea fans want Nicolas Jackson to return. What's your thought of not wanting that guy to return? Do you hate Jackson that much? Do you hate Jackson that much? Why do you want Chelsea to sell player like Jackson? Let me hear your opinion. And personally for me, it's not a matter of Jackson coming or selling, but it depends on who Xabi Alonso will prefer to use. But looking at Xabi Alonso is a kind of coach that demands high profile and the best. Xabi Alonso will demand the best, and Jackson is not the best. Jackson is not the best. So Jackson might be returning to Chelsea preseason, but I don't think he's the best for Xabi Alonso. Okay, CFC, what do you say? You say that have you guys seen Bruno Ibidon? He's a very good player. This this guy names look familiar. This CFC, this Bruno that you're talking about, is it in the Premier League or which player? Let me know. I mean, talk more about the player. Let me know because I don't know much about this Bruno. Is it at Everton? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. So who play for Okay, that was a previous comment I just made concerning one guy, El Mala. That was what I was asking before CFC. I was asking which club did he play for because Jeremy Nice mentioned El Mala. Sorry, I thought that Jeremy Nice was referring to a player. I don't know that he was referring to CFC. Don't mind me, Joe. Okay, Jeremy Nice. You see that I just want our defense clear. Only Ato, Cucurella, Cowell, James, and Gusto should remain. Jeremy Nice, I will stop you. I will stop you there. I will stop you there. I will agree. I will agree with you on Ato, Cucurella, Cowell, James. But you see that Gusto, that is a big, that is a big question mark. Gusto, that is a big question mark. A lot of Chelsea fans have been arguing with me or are angry with me that I don't rate Malo Gusto. Because seriously speaking, that guy is not doing enough. He doesn't deserve to stay. And why is it that Gusto normally plays well in France? But when Gusto just wear that Chelsea kit, it will look as if they just format Gusto brain. It will look as if they just format his brain. Gusto will just forget himself for the pitch. He will just forget himself for the pitch. So I disagree with you. I know that your opinion is valid, but I disagree. I strongly disagree with Jeremy Nice on Gusto remaining at Chelsea next season. I strongly disagree with you. Okay, Jeremy, now you see that yes, Mourinho will stop Baka. Trust me, Mourinho will stop Baka. Mourinho will stop Baka. Mourinho will stop Baka. If Baka end up selling Julian Alvarez, how do you expect Madrid to stop them? How? Well, Mourinho is different. Mourinho is a different kind of coach. He's a madman. He's a madman, and Mourinho is capable enough to disturb that Barcelona island, but we can't tell. We can't tell. We can't tell. Seriously speaking, we can't tell. But let's just see because Madrid is going to be interesting next season due to the fact that Mourinho just stepped in, which is the chosen one. And Barcelona are not sleeping. Oh. And besides, where did Barcelona get all this their money from? Where did Barcelona get their money from? They have not even paid for Ferran Torres deal finish at Manchester City. They have not even paid Manchester City the full amount of Ferran Torres deal, but they're just fooling players anyhow. 80 million for Tony Gordon. 80 million. 80 million for Tony Gordon. And they are still going for Alvarez for 100 million. They even start with the price of 100 million. Where is Barcelona getting their money from? Is it their new stadium money? Because I don't understand. Because you know that Camp Nou, the new Camp Nou is about 90,000 capacity. So it can accommodate more than 80,000 fans. So where is Barcelona getting their money from? Where is that? Because Barcelona is currently hot in this transfer market. Barcelona that was sleeping for the past 3 transfer market, but all of a sudden, Barcelona is just running riot left and right. Gordon, Julian Alvarez. So I don't understand anymore. Even me, I'm surprised. Okay, Jeremiah, you see that Mourinho mentality and Madrid financial state would destroy La Liga and Champions League. I'm scared. Bro, this is football. This is football. Was it not the same thing we said about Liverpool when Liverpool was buying Alexander Isak, buying Ugo Eketike, buying Florian Wirtz, buying so and so? But at the end, what happened to Liverpool? Well, how far for Liverpool? That was the same. Even me, I was scared about Liverpool. I was scared. Almighty Isak at Newcastle. Isak that score against big team for fun. Isak. Especially if Isak do that is celebration, bro. That is celebration. That is a bad celebration, Isak. But how far now? When Isak came to Liverpool, what's up? Nothing to show. So nothing is guaranteed yet. Next season, no team is guaranteed. The only team that is guaranteed to dominate is Arsenal. That is just the only team. But That doesn't mean that they will achieve anything meaningful. But the only thing that will dominate from the beginning is Arsenal. They have always been dominating from the beginning. So Arsenal is the only guaranteed team that we should be scared of. Arsenal should be the only thing that we should be scared of. So what were you saying, Mr. Alex? We should sell Kendry, Peas, and Sir George, Mark Guyo, Nicholas, Tosi, Badashili, Philip Georgeson. Normally, what you are saying, Mr. Alex, is true. But me don't understand the way Chelsea are just quiet concerning selling players. I know that they are waiting for Xabi Alonso, but you see these names that you just mentioned, Nicola Jackson, especially this Tosi and Badashili. Tosi and Badashili, there is no need to wait. There is no need to wait for Xabi Alonso. This is not matter of doing reckless decision. This is matter of doing what is right for the mentality of Chelsea fan base. You see this Tosi and Badashili. No need for Xabi Alonso permission. Just sell them. Let them go. 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 That is just it. No, because I don't understand why Chelsea are just quiet concerning those two players. I don't understand. There's another news I hear because that news I just choose to ignore the news. I read the news though. I did not care to post it, and I did not want to, as I just choose to ignore the news. I just look as if the news doesn't exist. I was seeing the news that Chelsea value Tosi leadership because they see a good leadership quality in him. That's why I was asking myself, what kind of leadership are Chelsea talking about? Is it leadership on the bench? Is it leadership around Kopama? Because Tosi, Kopama big brother right now is Tosi because I don't understand their friendship. I don't understand what kind of meaningless friendship is that because two of them are too tight. So I don't understand what kind of leadership Chelsea is talking about. And so you see this Tosi and Badashili. Chelsea should not wait for Xabi so we should just do with them ASAP. Seriously speaking, if it's possible for Chelsea to sell half of the squad, because because out of the 24 or 25 or 30 players that we have now, only 12 are even qualified to stay under Xabi, so only 12. So the rest are just dead weights. The rest are dead weights. Okay, Mr. Alex. Is that even if our new owners now have 2 UEFA trophies, then Arsenal in their history. Okay, what you are trying to say is that despite Arsenal history and performance, Bluco are still doing better than Arsenal. That's what you mean. And it's true, we are still doing better than Arsenal. Bluco have achieved what Arsenal could not achieve for 140 years. So that is it. You see, one of the beautiful things about being a Chelsea fan is that you will have audacity. You will have audacity as a Chelsea fan, and you will have proof to back up your audacity. You will have proof to back up your audacity. That's one of the beauty about being a Chelsea fan. Because I know that we just finished 10th. We just finished 10th in the Premier League. We are not playing any Champions League competition or any UEFA competition, but we are still better than some teams that are qualifying for the Champions League every season. Like we are better than Atletico Madrid. We are better than Atletico Madrid. Arsenal are not better than Chelsea. Forget that Arsenal won the Premier League, and so Chelsea won the Premier League 2017 to 2018. So Chelsea, we have bragging rights. We have bragging rights. We have bragging rights. Okay, Mr. Alex, you see that because we can sell him for high money and buy another person. What are you referring to, Mr. Alex? When you say that we can sell him for high money, are you referring to Enzo Fernandez? Let me know. Let me know, Mr. Alex. Mention the player name. Mr. Alex, you still say that you remember Chelsea, Emmanuel Mega as backup. See that Emega. If I hear that guy, I'll just be annoyed because that guy cannot survive the Premier League. That guy cannot survive the Premier League, and I just love that guy because if Xabi Alonso just look that guy from head to toe, Xabi Alonso will just dismiss that guy immediately. Do you really think that Xabi Alonso will want a mega in his team? It's not possible. It's not possible. Okay, CFC, you say that Bruno Bidon plays for Corinthians. You mean that Brazil club that Memphis Depay play for formerly or recently? That Brazil club. I don't know the guy that much, but Brazil players. You see, players that I take serious in transfer market are Premier League players and Brazil players because those two, those two leagues are guaranteed. Those two leagues are guaranteed. Brazil talent is unmatched. So if you are talking about that guy from Brazil, that guy must be good. I don't know about that guy, but since it's Brazil, that guy must be good. That guy must be good because 60 to 70% of Brazilian players always do better. They always perform well. It's very difficult for you to see a Brazil player that flopped. Very difficult. Very difficult for you to see them. Okay. CFC Mala. Okay, you see that amazing player. Gusto is okay, Alex. You are defending Malo Gusto. You are defending Malo Gusto. You see that Gusto is good. He drives inside the box. Now, like I said earlier, all Chelsea, you guys' opinion are valid. And I would strongly disagree. But when it comes to Malo Gusto, Tosi, Badiashile, Dilap, Neto, Ganacho, when I say Chelsea fan defending all those players, I will argue with you, guy. I will argue with you because I've watched, see, this season that just passed, I did not miss any Chelsea match. I did not miss any Chelsea match. I always stay update on Chelsea match. So if you are telling me Malo Gusto is good, Malo Gusto is just busy doing nothing. He's just running up and down. He's just running up and down. His crosses is poor. His offensive play is not that accurate. Besides running up and down, there is nothing special. Even his defensive capability is poor. He cannot even defend well against set piece. Just take a look at Gusto against Sunderland. He went and scored an own goal. Is this the same player that you are defending? Is this the same player that you are defending, Mr. Alex? Gusto just trapped the ball inside the goal post. And the funniest part, 5 previous match, when we were playing for Sunderland, 5 previous match, I was calling Malo Gusto out that he is not good enough. But a lot of Chelsea fans were telling me that I don't know ball, that I don't know what I'm talking about, that Gusto is very good. His offensive play is good. But from time to time, Gusto still keep on proving to me and to you guys that he is not good enough. Now, if you could remember, which team did we play before? There was one team that we played against. I think it was Brighton. Gusto caused a penalty and he could not do a close marking, and we end up conceding 2 goals in Gusto's same position. We end up conceding 2 goals from Brighton with Gusto's same position. So if I bring a player out, I don't just call out players. I look at their mistakes, their low performance consistently before I call those players. And let me tell you what you guys don't know. Gusto's best season is under Pochettino. Gusto's best season was under Pochettino. Besides under Pochettino, Gusto have been struggling as a right back. He have been struggling. That is just the truth. Gusto cannot hold Jeremy Doku. Gusto cannot hold Bakula. These are players that Reece James normally lock for fun. But Gusto is still finding it difficult to do close marking. So I highly disagree with you concerning Gusto. Okay, Nico Peaz. Okay, you are talking about the Madrid situation that Nico Peaz will cook. Nico Peaz. Nico Peaz will cook. Nico Peaz will cook. Mr. Alex, who does Nico Peaz want to bench at Madrid in that attacking lineup? Is it Vinicius? Is it Vinicius? Vinicius have already digged his grave in that right wing. Are you talking about Vinicius? Or is this Mbappe? Who is Nico Peaz going to bench? Who is he going to bench? Who is he going to bench? Is it in the midfield? Because if he's in the midfield, are you saying that he will bench Jude Bellingham? Or will he bench Valverde? Or will he bench Andre Gula? Let me know, because Nico Peaz is not going to cook anything. He's not going to cook. The guy is going to remain on the bench. Remember, he is a lone player and this is Madrid. He cannot just come straight to Madrid 11. No. In fact, Mourinho will not even allow it. But I don't know what is in Mourinho's mind. But realistically seeing what is going on at Madrid and looking at what Hendrick passed at Madrid first season, Nico Peaz is going to chop the bench. That guy is going to chop the bench. Okay, FC Mala, I see that. Okay, so Barcelona are having the roof put on their stadium next season. So we'll be playing from a smaller place while the work take place. So money will be incoming next season. So spending big now. That is understandable, sure. That is understandable. But despite that, Barcelona are still broke. Oh. They are still broke because the only leverage Barcelona have is they have media power and their name. But Barcelona are still broke. If the Barcelona are not broke, they won't have been pricing Rashford cheap amount of money because they were actually negotiating with Manchester United to reduce the 30 million for Rashford. But Manchester United reject. Manchester United want 30 million for Rashford. They want 30 million, but Barcelona are still pricing Rashford 30. The 30 million price tag, Barcelona are still pricing it. I don't know if they are greedy or they don't rate Rashford or they don't have the money. Okay, CFC Mala, you see that they will have less money for smaller stadium that season from ticket sales. So buying, okay. Nico will fry Baka. Like I said earlier, who is who is a Nico going to bench? Who is he going to bench? Which player is he going to bench in the Madrid squad? Okay. CFC Mala, see that there is a player we might look, and it's Nico Gonzalez from City. They love a City player. Makes sense, don't it? Okay, that guy is good though. That guy is good, but I'm not sure Xabi Alonso will rate him. I'm not sure Xabi Alonso will rate him. I'm not sure. That guy is good, but that guy have less game time at Madrid. They have less game time. I mean, he have less game time at City. He have less game time, and he's currently looking for a game time, which is he's considering leaving Manchester City. He's considering leaving Manchester City. So, do you think he will do well at Chelsea? Nico Gonzalez, do you think the guy will do well at Chelsea? I'm not sure because due to Chelsea requirements, Chelsea need already made experience proven Premier League midfielders, at least one or two. Okay, CFC, you see that Real Madrid are saying they got a superstar signing done, and we'll see tonight. Madrid is just hot. They are just hot. Super. Now, it's not Madrid just have a lot of stars. I don't even know how they are going to do about them, but I just hope that if they want to sell some of their star players, Chelsea should just be active. Because you see Hendrick, that Argentina right winger, Nico Peaz, Andre Gula, all these players, they are going to remain on the bench. They will remain on the bench, bro. Before they will see game time, they are as in their eyeball is going to pop out before they will see game time. The eyeball is going to pop out. Is it Morio? Morio that is not soft. Hmm. Okay, Alex, you said that Nicola Jackson is who I said we can sell for high cash. Yes, yes, yeah, we can sell Nicola Jackson for high cash. 60 million, 50 million. Because if I could remember, we brought Nicola Jackson for 35 to 37 million from Villarreal. Selling him 50 to 60 is a good profit. It's a good profit. At least Aston Villa, Newcastle, and the rest club will be interested and they'll be willing to pay that amount of money. They'll be willing to pay. That is a good business. It's a good deal. It's a very good idea. Okay. CFC, you are posting a news breaking. Enrique Wickham has arrived with the name of the superstar signing printed in Real Madrid kit. I don't understand which superstar signing. Okay, you are. Is this the player's name? Enrique Raquelme. Is this his player's name? If it's his name, I don't remember the guy. But good for Madrid. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Gusto, yeah, Alex, Gusto is not good. Gusto is not good. Gusto is not good. He should go. At least, if we sell Gusto now, Josh Ashipong will have a free space to be a starter at Chelsea. That's what I want to. That's what I want. That's what I want. I want Josh Ashipong to play more because the boy have a lot of potential. Okay, CFC Mala, you see that Nico Piaz will never play for Man. Ah, you see that Nico Piaz will never play for real, never get into the team. That's just a realistic fact. That's just a fact. No matter his performance at Como, that doesn't give him the credibility to just walk straight to Madrid starting 11 when we have names like Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo. We don't even know if Mourinho will want to use Rodrigo well. We don't even know about that. We don't even know about that. So it's not possible that all those Madrid players will just move straight to the starting 11. Okay, they say that they will find out tonight. That is the news. Okay, Mr. Alex, you see that Real Madrid can use PSG pattern to win the Champions League team and Team B so they can rest their stars. They can rest their stars. B team. B team. How often do you think PSG use their B team? It's not that much. It's only Chelsea that do full rotation. Only Chelsea. It's only Chelsea that will change 8 players at once. A lot of teams don't do that. It's actually a big risk, except if they have already made up their mind to lose points in that game. Or if they are playing a very, very lesser club, that is when they will use their B team. But Chelsea, I don't think Madrid will do that. And PSG don't even do that often. They don't do that often. They don't do that often. But let's see what Mourinho will cook at Madrid. Let's see what Mourinho is cooking. It's like you guys, the way you guys are talking about in Madrid, it's like you guys still support Madrid a little bit. It's like you guys support Madrid a little bit. Am I right? Because you guys have just been talking about Madrid. Well, it's even reasonable to talk about Madrid because Madrid and Chelsea are very close this period due to Enzo Fernandez deal. So we can talk about Madrid. We can talk about Madrid anytime, anytime, anytime. Because Madrid really have some eye-catching players that we want at Chelsea. Madrid really have those players. So that is it. Madrid really have those players. But Chelsea fans, what is your thought on Romeo Lavia? Romeo Lavia. What's your thought on that guy? Because that guy have never played. Mr. Alex, YouTube just restrict your message. Please hope you know that YouTube guidelines is very strict. That's why they automatically restrict your message. So I will urge you to compose your message because this is YouTube. This is not X. Because if it's X now, you can just post that message. Nothing will happen. But this is YouTube. YouTube is extra cautious and careful. So please just mind the way you comment because YouTube guideline is very sensitive. They are very, very sensitive. So you can repeat your comment, but change it. Change it. Okay. So, like as I was saying, what is your thought on Romeo Lavia? Because that guy have never played a full 90 minutes for Chelsea. That guy have never played a full 90 minutes for Chelsea. Romeo Lavia have never played a full 90 minutes for Chelsea. So Chelsea fans, do you think that let's be realistic here? Do you think Xabi also wants to keep Romeo Lavia in the squad, an injury-prone player? Do you think Xabi also want to keep Lavia? Let me hear your opinion in the comment section. Do you think that Xabi Alonso would want to keep Lavia at the squad? Do you really think that? Because Lavia is making Chelsea to look like a poultry business. Because Lavia is just there at Chelsea, receiving wages, receiving treatment, receiving all the necessary things about Chelsea player. But he play less game. Less game. Less game. Lavia wages is low. I'm not sure that is the accurate Lavia wages. Oh. I'm not sure. Lavia earning 40k per week. It's Garnacho that is earning 47k per week, not Lavia. At least Lavia is earning close to 100 because I've done research on Chelsea wages structure. Lavia is between 100 with between 80 to 100 or 110 or 120. Lavia is not earning 40k. Oh. Lavia is not earning 40k. Players that are earning 40k or below is Badiashile, Garnacho, Achampong, Tari George, Maguyo. Yes, those players that have less game time. But Lavia is earning at least 100 or 70 or 90. That is what Lavia is earning, by the way. So that guy should just go. That guy should go. He should go. Because Chelsea just turned to poultry business for Lavia. Chelsea just taking care of Lavia. That is just it. Chelsea just taking care of Lavia. Okay, Julius. Julius, we should sign Osimhen. Now, Mr. Julius, that is a very good suggestion. But what should we do about Joao Pedro? If we sign Osimhen, what should we do about Joao Pedro? How do you think we can accommodate two of them in the team? How? Because Joao Pedro is our main man in the attack. Signing Osimhen actually send a message out. We are not satisfied with Joao Pedro being our number one man because Osimhen will not want to come to Chelsea and be a backup. Because what we need right now is a backup. Because we are satisfied with Joao Pedro. He did very well in his first season. In fact, he overqualified. Excellent performance for Joao Pedro. So if we sign Osimhen, what should we do about Joao Pedro, Mr. Julius? Mr. Alex is like you are trying to get me angry. You are trying to get You are trying to get me angry here, Mr. Alex. What do you mean? What do you mean by should we sell Ganacho? What do you mean that we sell Ganacho? What should you be what should be you should be talking that we should terminate that guy contract. That guy should just as if we should just beat that we should just beat that guy. We just beat that guy. We just beat that guy. Even a cripple, even a cripple can defend against Ganacho. Even a cripple can defend against Ganacho. So this is your statement. Should we sell Ghana? This statement is as this is an offensive statement. Should we sell Ganacho? What do you mean? Should we sell Ganacho? What should you be saying at which club should we as in how should we terminate his contract? After all, his wages is not big. It's only 47 per week. So what we were talking about, we should terminate it at least. The rest of the year, it will not be more. Just pay him off and let him go. Let him get out. We should just pay him off. What an unserious player. You have a as in I don't know how some player normally in this life, don't let anything stress you in this life. Don't let people's talk stress you. But as a footballer, your performance need to speak to you. Your performance need to speak to you as a footballer. Garnacho, you have a bad performance at Chelsea, one of the worst performance this season. As a very, very disgusting performance. But you still have the free mind to go and put a tattoo on your back. It's free, or you can live your life the way you want. But that shows that Garnacho is an unserious human being. Not just an unserious player, an unserious human being. Because if you are serious in the first place, what you should be thinking of is how to improve. What should you be thinking of is the way forward, but you are just quiet, living your life. Because Chelsea sporting directors don't have sense. Because Chelsea sporting directors just prove to us that they don't have sense for bringing you to the club. Chelsea sporting directors just prove that they don't have sense for bringing you to the club. That's why you just feel gallant. You just feel free. You just feel see. Garnacho think that this is United. Garnacho, did they tell you what we did to Raheem Sterling? Did they tell you what we did to Alex Disasi? Garnacho don't know Chelsea Football Club. You don't know Chelsea Football Club. Chelsea will end your career. Chelsea will end your career in the dream of the night. Chelsea will end your career. Okay, Mr. Alex, you say that we should sell the lab for £40 million. Which team will buy? Mr. Alex, you are just coming to this comment section and crack joke today. You are funny. You are just it's Mr. Alex, you are just cracking joke up and down. Are you a comedian? The lab 40 million. Which team is bold enough to buy a striker that scored 2 goals for your season? Which team will be bold enough to pay 40 million? Remember, we pay 35 million for the lab. Which team is bold enough to pay that amount of money for the lab? You're not even talking about 20 million or 15 million. 40 million. 40 million. No. It's not possible. We can't sell the lab that amount. It's not. It will be even be difficult to sell the lab. Let's be sincere, but we should just loan him. We should loan him. We should just consume. We should loan him and loan him and loan him and loan him to get to a point where we will just sell him immediately. That's just what I see. That's what I say about the lab. That's what I say about the lab. That's what I say about the lab. Now, yesterday on my live stream, we really talk about left wingers. We really talk about left wingers. We really talk about left wingers because they have been one of our major problem this season. So I really want to see what Xabi Alonso will do concerning those left wingers. I really want to see what Xabi Alonso will do concerning those left wing side, that left wing side. I really want to see what Xabi. Okay, Mr. Alex, should we buy Nico Williams? This guy, Mr. Alex. As in, Mr. Alex, how you take the how you take this? Nico Williams, 300k wages per week. 300k wages per week. And the guy is not even good. The guy is not even good again now. He's not good again. He's not good again. The guy is not good as before. We should not sign him. We should not sign him. We should not. He will be too expensive and his wages will be too big for us. 300 is too big for him. 300 is too big for him. 300 is too big for him. Rafael 60 million. Because that guy price tag today was 60 million because he wants to leave. He wants to leave AC Milan. 60 million. Do you know about Rafael? He's a good player, but Premier League doesn't suit his style of playing. He's a lazy player. He's kind of a Vinicius type of player that don't like to run back and defend. You don't run back to defend. And you know Chelsea ball, you must come back and defend. I don't know if Xabi Alonso struck, but you must come back. And Rafael cannot run back. Rafael, that guy is not. He have not proven himself yet. As in, it's not that he have not proven himself. His style of playing is not. It won't fit. Let that guy just go to another Serie A club. At least he should go to Italy or Bayern or even Barcelona or another giant club apart from Chelsea, especially in the Premier League. Okay, CFC Mala, you are currently in the spirit with me. You are CFC Mala, you are in the spirit with me. So my value will be the one they will go for. Proven and be cheap. That is it. Very, very simple as that. When we are looking at it realistically, strategically, tactically, Villa is a very good deal for Chelsea. You see that left wing? That left wing will be solved automatically because Villa, he played for Leeds United. Because during that period when all these our senseless sporting director was crazy going for Garnacho, I was actually hoping that the sporting director should open their big eye and look at Valley at Leeds United. But they end up turning a blind eye to the guy, and West Ham actually end up signing him. And when he came to West Ham, the boy still deliver. He still deliver. Valley still deliver. He still deliver. And now he's going to be more cheaper than ever. Valley is going to be cheaper than ever. Valley is going to be cheaper than ever. It's going to be cheaper than ever because Everton, West Ham wants to raise 150 million sales of player. They have already put Jerome Bowen in the market. So I know that they can't keep most of their players. If their players see opportunities to play in the Champions League or Premier League, their players will take that chance. So Mr. Alex, Bournemouth left winger. Which guy played left wing in Bournemouth? Which guy normally play left wing in Bournemouth? Is it Evalin Sin, something like that? Is it Evalin or is it that black Brazil guy? If he's a Krupp something, Kruppy. I don't know, but I don't know about Bournemouth left winger yet. I don't know about them. But if they are good, then I'm good to go with them because Premier League players are kind of finished products, as in no need to develop, no need to wait. They are already finished products, ready to deliver. That is Premier League players for you, ready to deliver. Okay, Mr. Alex, who is Genesis? Genesis is free. Which club is Genesis playing for? Which club Genesis? Sensei is already a Tottenham player now. Tottenham have already signed Marcus Sensei as a free agent. Tottenham have already signed the guy, so Chelsea are not even interested in that guy in the first place. Chelsea are not even interested in that guy in the first place. So we should remove our mind from Marcus Sensei. We should remove our mind from Marcus Sensei. He's already taken by Tottenham, and Chelsea are not interested. Chelsea are not interested in that guy. Not interested at all. Not interested. Now there's something that just came into my mind. Now I know that normally, if you guys have been following me, I'm not a fan of Pedro Neto. I'm not a fan of Pedro Neto. I don't rate the guy, and I don't want the guy to remain at Chelsea. That is just my opinion. Because if I don't like a Chelsea player, I always give my reasons for not liking the player. Now, this is not a matter of me being negative or toxic, but if Portugal wants to go far, if Portugal don't want a barrier in their squad, the best position Neto should play is to sit at the bench. That's just it. At least Bernardo Silva, right wing. Then Fernandes and João Navas dominate the midfield. That is it. Then right wing, Rafa Leo or Joao Felix. But Neto, no. Neto, no. I've seen enough of Neto. So guys, what's your thoughts? Should Neto move straight to the Portugal national team starting 11, or should he be at the bench due to his performance this season at Chelsea? Let me hear your opinion, guys, in the comment section. Let me hear your opinion. Okay, Mr. Alex, it seems Tottenham are smart in the transfer market. Mr. Alex, like I said earlier, let me just tell you, it's not a matter of buying players on time. Can those players deliver? That is why one of the wisest football club right now in this transfer market, one of the wisest in this transfer market is Chelsea. You guys will not know. You might think that Chelsea are just playing dumb or lacking behind, but Chelsea are actually smart. They are not. We are not. Chelsea is not rushing for players. We are not rushing. We are not rushing for players. As in, Chelsea want to take their time. Chelsea want to take their time and get quality players for Xabi Alonso. It's not a matter of getting players quick. It's not a matter of being smart. Okay, you okay, just look at it. Look at Liverpool. Liverpool was very smart. Florian Wirtz, 105, 105 million pounds. No, Florian Wirtz, 105 million pounds. Alexander Isak, 150 million pounds. Kekos is at Bournemouth left back. I think 50 million, 60 million pounds. Ugo Ekitike, 80 to 90 million pounds. You can clearly see how Liverpool was going all out on the transfer market, but at the end, nothing to show for. So buying players quickly is not smartness. That is just, the risk will still be high. You can see the risk Liverpool take, and it end up hurting them. Isak, 150 million, got injured throughout the season. Ogotike just sustained a drastic injury that will take him close to a year plus to recover. As in, that guy bone break. This is no matter of having a dislocation leg. The bone break, it pieces, it break. That's the same injury that Xavi Simon went through. That injury normally take 1 to 2 years to heal. And even if you heal, bro, as a footballer, you can never remain the same. Just look at Jamal Musiala now. Jamal Musiala twist his ankle against PSG in the FIFA Club World Cup. Jamal Musiala was out throughout the season. It was during end of the season that Jamal Musiala finally recovered 100%. But Jamal Musiala was not the same. So buying players quickly is not matter of it's not that is not smartness. So it's not smartness. It's not smartest. The smartest club right now is Chelsea, Manchester City, because those two clubs are just taking their time, especially Chelsea. They are just taking their time. They don't want to rush. They want to wait. As the Chelsea want to wait for the manager, so that once Xabi Alonso come, then Chelsea can run riot in the transfer market. You know Chelsea now. You know this this newness. We don't dull in the transfer market. Once we need something, we go for it. Except if the player don't want to come. And because when Chelsea was madly interested in this guy, Femi Lopez, but the guy didn't want to come, and Barcelona didn't want to sell. So if Xabi Alonso come like this, bro, you won't even understand. You won't even understand the kind of speed Chelsea will just run into the transfer market. So Chelsea is actually doing a very smart thing in this transfer window right now. So let's just be patient with Xabi Alonso and see what is going to cook for Chelsea. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But seriously speaking, I'm kind of curious on Xabi Alonso's first signing or which player, because currently now we can't predict the kind of player Xabi Alonso will go for. We might be saying that Somavilla this, Hendrick, Nico Peas, but we don't know what is in Xabi Alonso's mind. Though. That guy is just quiet. He's just quiet, which actually gets me kind of curious because I want to know what that guy is up to. I want to know what his plan, but I can't know. I can't know till July 1st. I can't know till that time. Seriously, I can't know till that time. Till July 1st. But if Xabi Alonso really want to move forward as a Chelsea coach, then Xabi Alonso should go for Premier League proven players. I know that Xabi Alonso have taste and he knows what he wants, but we have a lot of players to choose from in the Premier League. A lot of them to choose in the Premier League. And one thing about the Premier League is that the Premier League don't wait for anybody. They don't wait for you to develop. That is the meaning of Premier League physicality. So we should expect. That's why I'm kind of scared of Arsenal. Forget that we are bantering Arsenal now because I'm kind of scared because take a look at it. All the big teams in the Premier League have changed managers. Manchester United have Michael Carrick. Liverpool just recently sacked Arne Slot and hired Areola from Bournemouth. Manchester City have signed Enzo Maresca. And then Chelsea just signed Xabi Alonso. Now, all these top clubs, they are going to do rebuild. Man City are going to rebuild. Liverpool are going to do rebuild. Chelsea are going to do rebuild. Even Manchester United might be the only one to stay on track. They might be the only one to stay on track. But the rest will struggle. Struggle is guaranteed because once we are building, there's going to be a lot of mistakes, a lot of setback. The beginning might be slow. But I pray Xabi Alonso should just kick in immediately. I pray Xabi Alonso should just kick in immediately. Because bro, the Premier League is not funny. Oh. You see all those small teams. You see all those Brighton, Sunderland, Brentford, Bournemouth. They don't take it lightly with big team. Oh. Once all those small teams see that you are messing up as a big team, bro, they are going to beat you mercilessly. Those small teams, they are going to beat you mercilessly. The way they will run enter you and those small teams, Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, Sunderland, the way they will run enter big team, man, you will even be shocked that is this a small team playing football? As in those small teams, once they see opportunity to beat big team, they don't hesitate. So I'm scared of Arsenal because Arsenal is the only stable team in the Premier League right now, and they might even go on ahead and win. They might even go on ahead and win the Premier League next season. They might even go on and win the Premier League next season. So I'm kind of scared about that Arsenal team. But I just hope Xabi Alonso should just cook something for us. I just hope he should just cook something for us. But Chelsea fans, which position do you think we will finish next season? Which position do you think we will finish next season? Be realistic, oh. Be realistic. Which position do you think Chelsea is able to finish next season under Xabi Alonso? Let me hear your opinion in the comment section, guys. Which position do you think Xabi Alonso will finish next season? Which position do you think he will finish? Now, just a reminder. Once the season starts, we are going to be playing one match per week. But starting from the next month, we are going to be playing 2 matches because we are going to actually play early in the Carabao Cup. Because due to my understanding, since Chelsea did not finish in the top 4, then Chelsea are going to be among the teams that will play early in the Carabao Cup. Because if you take a look at it last season, Manchester United actually played early in the Carabao Cup and they got knocked out by Grimsby. You can really see that Manchester United actually played first before the rest big team because the rest big team finished in the Champions League spot. So I think they have to wait for some teams to actually do some playoff in the Carabao Cup round. So Chelsea will play early. Chelsea will play early in the Carabao Cup. Then if we still advance, then that means we have more games. We have 2 games to play in a season. Then then if then if then if then if then if this team then if let us say then if next year reach now for example then if next year reach for example and we are maybe the FA Cup kicked in, then we will be playing let's just say three match three match. So Chelsea are not just it's not guaranteed that Chelsea are going to play one match. It's not guaranteed that Chelsea are going to play one match in a week. That is only if we get knocked out easily. Just as the way Manchester United got knocked out, which is not our portion because we are not going to get knocked out easily. But Chelsea fan, let me even ask, which trophy do you think Xabi Alonso might win next season? Because we have the FA Cup, we have the Premier League, and we have the Carabao Cup. Which one do you think Xabi Alonso is capable of winning as a Chelsea manager? Which of these 3 trophies do you think Xabi Alonso will win as a Chelsea manager? Between the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, and the Premier League? Let me hear your opinion in the comment section, guys. Let me hear your opinion. Personally, for me, I want Xabi Alonso to win the FA Cup. FA Cup is okay. FA Cup is okay because it's been a while when we won the FA Cup. It's been a while when we won the FA Cup. So it should actually make sense for Xabi Alonso to win a trophy in his first season. But if Xabi Alonso can actually make Chelsea team stable and consistent in the Premier League, then that is a win for us. Even if we still go trophyless. But if Xabi Alonso just make Chelsea to be a stable team whereby the team know their self, we hardly make mistakes, we win match easily, and challenge we normally challenge big teams like Arsenal. I think that is a win for us. Okay, Mr. Alex, you say that if FA Cup Chelsea is not consistent for Premier League, okay, that is reasonable. Chelsea is not consistent for Premier League, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. We also what happened to Manchester United. Let me tell you something, guys. I wish Manchester United sacked Ruben Amorim early, or let's just say at the ending of or when they lost the Europa Cup. I wish I wish they sacked Ruben Amorim by that time they lost the European Cup against Tottenham. Bro, Manchester United would have won the Premier League this season. No. This is not a joke. Somebody people as a team that was struggling, I think 15th or 14th this previous season, and they finished third. Just imagine they use that momentum to start the league. Bro, Arsenal will not smell that title. Arsenal will not smell the Premier League title. So that is what I want. You see what Michael Carrick is doing at United. That is what I want to see. That is what I'm praying for Xabi and also at Chelsea. That quick, that quick change, that quick change. That is just what I want to see. That's just what I want to see. But seriously speaking, as a Chelsea fan, we just need to be positive. I know that these owners have done a lot of damage. They have done a lot of damage, a lot of damage. They have break many things concerning this football club. But Chelsea is still our club. We will still support Chelsea. So no matter the position, no matter everything, you can't say that because Chelsea are having a bad season, you stop supporting Chelsea. It's not done. It's not possible like that. So let's just be positive about Xabi Alonso because 80% of the coach that some Chelsea fans actually want was Xabi Alonso, and the owners end up getting Xabi Alonso. At least the owner, I think this was the first time that the owner have actually done what we want. Sincerely speaking, ever since when this owner took charge of Chelsea Football Club, this is actually the first thing that they did that we the fans actually want or demand for. And it was surprising. Even me, I was surprised that we end up going for Xabi Alonso because I was thinking that maybe we'll go for someone like Marco Silva or Crystal Palace coach because those are the kind of coach these owners like to go for. But I was surprised I would go for Xabi Alonso, and I'm kind of happy because at least we have a coach that have a credential. Xabi also won the Bundesliga. He won two cup and lost European final to Atlanta. So that this Xabi Alonso, he have something to prove. He have trophy to back his claim. He's a big coach. So I'm happy that we got Xabi Alonso. I'm very happy. So I'm looking for what Xabi Alonso can do. I'm one of the Chelsea fans that is absolutely curious about Xabi Alonso. I really want to see what this guy is capable of doing at Chelsea. That's just it. I really want to see what he wants to do at Chelsea. I really want to see what he will do. Now, Chelsea fans, I know this is not part of the live stream, but let's just talk about this. I don't know if it's only me, but why do Chelsea fans hate Mason Mount so much? Why do Chelsea fans hate Mason Mount? I don't know. Just guys, I don't know if you feel the same. As in, because as for me, sincerely speaking, Mason Mount was actually one of my best players at Chelsea, and I was not happy when Blue Co sell Mason Mount. I know that I was demanding 250, but I was very heartbroken when we sell Mason Mount. But Chelsea fans, are you still in the same category of the Chelsea fans that don't like Mason Mount? And if you don't like Mason Mount, why? Don't you like the guy? Why, as in, why don't you like Mason Mount? Let me know. Let me know, guys. Because as for me, the only player that I will never like Kai Havertz, bro. Any opportunity Kai Havertz gets, that Kai Havertz will use it to disrespect Chelsea. Any opportunity. Kai Havertz is one of the most ungrateful Chelsea player ever. You see Kai Havertz hate watch. I understand it, and I embrace it as a Chelsea fan. That is why when Arsenal lost the Champions League, I was very happy. I was very happy because okay, yeah, Mr. Alex, what's up? You are still in the chat now? Okay, now like as I was saying, one of the player that I dislike the most, and I will continue to do it. Watch is Kai Havertz because that guy have used every opportunity to disrespect Chelsea. Every opportunity. And one of the funniest thing is that despite the disrespect he bring out, his best career is still at Chelsea. What he is dreaming to get in Arsenal, he have already achieved that at Chelsea. With Chelsea, Kai Havertz won the Champions League, the Super Cup, and the Continental Cup. Those three cup, yeah, Kai Havertz has spent 3 seasons at Arsenal, and he have not even smelled a European trophy. They have not even smelled a European trophy. So we still keep on laughing at Kai Havertz, even on Imadueke. That one is just the latest one to hate watch. Noni Madueke. When Noni Madueke was crying in that final when they lost to PSG, bro, we Chelsea fans were very happy. I wish Noni Madueke won the Champions League, bro. Noni Madueke will forever disrespect Chelsea. He will forever cook Chelsea. He will forever cook Chelsea. Yeah. That is banter till eternity. Banter till eternity. But I thank God that PSG save football. I won't even mind if PSG still continue winning the Champions League next season because seriously speaking, they deserve it. They deserve it. And seriously speaking, I've not seen any football club that have actually brought stars apart from Madrid and Barcelona. I've not seen any other club that have brought stars than PSG. Do you know how many stars PSG buy in their history? They brought Ronaldinho. They brought I think they brought Okocha. They brought Lavezzi. They brought Cavani. They brought Zlatan. They brought David Luiz. They brought Kylian Mbappe. They brought Beckham. Upon all these players, they even brought Neymar. They brought Di Maria. They brought Messi. But still that time, they could not win the Champions League. But when they start going for lesser players, I'm not trying to make a point or anything, but I'm just trying to tell you what PSG have passed through, what they went through to reach where they are today. They have buy a lot of world-class players. That is why I said earlier that it's not about buying players anyhow. It's about it's about calculating, buying the right players. That's why that's why one thing about all these that's one of the team I respect the most concerning transfer is all these small teams. You see Brighton, bro. Respect Brighton. Respect Brighton. That's why I've been saying this countless times. Chelsea's best signing under Bluco have been all are from Brighton. All Chelsea signings under Bluco all are from Brighton. All of them have been consistent. Is it Marco Corella, best left back in the world? Is it Caicedo, best defensive midfielder in the world? Is it Sanchez? I know that Sanchez have been shaking. But Sanchez have showed Sanchez have actually showed up for Chelsea when Chelsea needed him the most in some cases. Or is it Joao Pedro, our latest signing from Brighton? And one thing I love about Brighton is that if Brighton sell their key player, they are going to buy the one that is better. Brighton brought Caicedo from Port Valley, one small club for Port Valley. Brighton brought Caicedo for 4 million, just 4 million pounds from Port Valley. And when Caicedo started proving his worth in the Premier League, how much did Brighton sell Caicedo? 115. 115. Look at it, a profit of 100 and let's just say a profit of 111 pounds, 111 million pounds. That is the profit Brighton got from Moises Caicedo. That's why if I look at teams in transfer market, I always respect Brighton because they don't buy players as in they take their time and go for the best. When they finally sell Caicedo, they went and brought in Baleba. Bro, you can't pass the ball in the midfield when Baleba is around. That guy is going to rush you. Baleba, he will rush you in that midfield. Where I was shocked, Baleba was kind of bullying. Baleba was bullying Moises Caicedo. Baleba, I think last season, if at any time Brighton player, I normally watch Baleba. Bro, Baleba is a small boy. As in, that guy's strength is just too much. Baleba, that guy's strength is just much. That's why if I see teams, if I see teams active in the transfer market, go for this one, go for this one, go for this one. I'm not move. I'm not move. When I'll be moved is when I start seeing those players performing in that team that they signed them for. Look at Semenyo. Semenyo that Chelsea fans was crying about this January. We were crying that Bluco bring in Semenyo. We need a good winger. We need experienced winger. Bring in Semenyo. Semenyo can play as a left and right winger. Bring in Semenyo, but Chelsea refused. Chelsea choose to be ignorant, and City go for Semenyo. In the beginning, Semenyo was showing some quality, but later Semenyo started slacking off. I know that Semenyo scored the winning goal against Chelsea in the FA Cup. He scored the winning goal, but Semenyo have been one of Man City problem in that right wing. Bro, Semenyo have been a problem. So all these players is a 50-50 situation. They can come and shine. They can still come and drop bad performance. But you see Bundesliga, I would want Chelsea to stay away from that league, because that league, the clubs there, they are as in the clubs there, as in they are scammers, they are thieves. They normally, all those Bundesliga clubs, they normally scam Premier League a lot. Once a player in Bundesliga just score 5 goals or 10 goals, they'll just put 100 million in the player's head. This recent guy now in Leipzig, I think the guy is a Muslim guy. The guy is black. just because the guy score, I think 16 goals this season. Leipzig have already put 100 million, or let's just say 120 to 150 on the guy's head. For what? As in that is called that is criminal. That is criminal. As in that is fraud. That is fraud. This is the same thing that they did with Xavi Simon. Xavi Simon scored 15 goals. I think 10 to 15 goals last season. They put 70 million on Xavi Simon. Jimmy Gittin scored, I think, 5 goals or 10 goals. 10 goals on assist. They put 70 million on Jimmy Gittins. Benjamin Sesko, I think he scored 20 something goals at Leipzig. They put 90 million on his head. Ugo Ekitike, I mean, the guy is good though, but his own money was too much. I know that Ekitike showed up for Liverpool. Ekitike was actually competing with Joao Pedro in terms of best signing striker in the Premier League. Ekitike was leading in the beginning of the season, but Joao Pedro took over in the middle of the season. But Ekitike worth the money, but it was still too much. 90 million. And then this guy, a lot of Bundesliga players have failed. So Chelsea should stay away from that league. We should not buy players from there anymore. We should not buy players. There is if we buy players from there, because Bundesliga players they can't handle the Premier League. They can't handle the Premier League. Just take a look at Harry Kane right now in Bundesliga. Harry Kane is scoring goals for fun. In a season, Harry Kane scored 30 plus goals. Let's just say goals and assists 30 plus, 30 plus, 30 plus. Till Harry Kane retire or leave that league, no other player will carry that highest goal scorer record. No player. Harry Kane will continue taking that record. Harry Kane will continue. So Chelsea should stay away from Bundesliga players. Chelsea should stay away from them because they are not good enough. They can't handle the Premier League. We brought Pulisic from Bundesliga, from Dortmund, nothing. We brought Timo Werner from Leipzig, nothing. We brought Christopher Nkunku, nothing. We brought Kai Havertz. That guy is still doing something, but it was not good enough for our standard. It was not good enough for our standards. So we should stay clear away from them. We should stay clear away from them. We should stay clear away from them. We should look at Premier League proven players, not not Bundesliga players. And talking about Premier League proven players, if we're looking for Enzo Fernandez replacements, Gibbs White is there, Adam Wharton is there. A lot of players that can play in Enzo Fernandez position is in the Premier League, proven players. We are looking for right wingers. They are much in the Premier League. So I'll be very disappointed if Xabi Alonso bring any Bundesliga player. I'll be very disappointed because Xabi Alonso. Because the difference between buying a Premier League player and a Bundesliga player, count Garnacho out. Count Garnacho out of Premier League proven player. Count Garnacho out. Now, one of the benefits of buying a Premier League proven player is that you see all these Bundesliga player or abroad player, once they come in, they will need to adapt. And once they come to the Premier League, they will start having unnecessary injuries, unnecessary setback, weather condition, training condition, physicality condition, a lot of complicated condition that will make them drop, that will make their performance dropped. But if it's a Premier League player like this, bring the Premier League player once. The Premier League player will just kick in. The only thing that if he is not used to the system, he might struggle a little bit. But from time to time, he will just pick in. Look at Caicedo. Caicedo's first season, he struggled. I won't lie. Caicedo struggled in his first season. But when Caicedo finally picked, that is when we start enjoying Caicedo. Look at Joao Pedro. We bought Joao Pedro from Brighton. When Joao Pedro come to Chelsea, the guy kickstart immediately. No wasting of time. The guy kickstart immediately. So Xabi Alonso, please stay away from Bundesliga players. They are not good enough. They are not good enough. Seriously speaking, they are not good enough. They are not good enough at all. They are not good enough. Now, this is if I'm not if I'm not mistaken, we are currently in June 3rd right now, which is some let's just say we still have about 20 something days to go before Xabi also take charge of Chelsea job. We still have some few days to go. So let's just hope for the best for Chelsea because Chelsea Football Club have really went a lot, especially this season. Chelsea have really suffered a lot. As in the embarrassment was too much from medias, from players, where from as in Enzo Fernandez even saying that you as in this disrespect this season has just been too much. From even from our own players, it was too much. Enzo Fernandez was even expressing himself to Madrid, saying that he loved Madrid City, he admired Toni Kroos, he loved Madrid, as in he was saying different things about Madrid when you are at Chelsea. That is disrespect. Big disrespect to Chelsea Football Club. That means Enzo Fernandez don't respect the fans. Just imagine, okay, now look at majority of the past players that played for Chelsea. Just for example, look at Eden Hazard. When Eden Hazard wanted to leave Chelsea, he didn't disrespect Chelsea. When Thiago Silva wanted to leave Chelsea, Thiago Silva did not disrespect Chelsea or his previous club. That is how you know if a footballer really love the club he's playing for. But Enzo Fernandez was just like yapping Madrid this, Madrid that. That is disrespect. I know that the owners are the one that caused it, but that is disrespect. That doesn't give a player a right to talk about other clubs when you are under contract. It doesn't make any sense. Even Marco Cucurella still did the same thing, but Cucurella did his own professionally, but it was still a disrespect by saying that he wishes to play for Barcelona one day. So seriously speaking, Chelsea need to get back on track because all this disrespect is just too much for Chelsea. All this disrespect is just too much. And the two of them that even disrespect Chelsea, the two of them are about to leave the club. Cucurella doesn't want to stay. Enzo is pushing for a move. So Cucurella and Enzo, there is 80% chance that two of them are going to leave the club in this transfer market. There's as in it's just too sure. And we're already looking for replacements. We're already looking for replacements. And personally for me, I'm not even sad that they are leaving. I might be sad a little bit on Cucurella, but the rest, I'm not. You see Enzo, that guy should go. That guy should go. I don't like his when player disrespects club. As in Enzo Fernandez is just using Chelsea as a how will I put it, as a stepping stone, or he doesn't rate Chelsea at all. Even if you want to like, even if you want to talk about the situation, be specific. Talk about the situation. Don't call other club when you're under contract. It doesn't see if Enzo Fernandez tried what he did at Bayern Munich. See, Bayern Munich doesn't take it lightly with indiscipline. I remember when what Sadio Mane did at Bayern Munich when he got a fight with Sani, Laurent Sani at Bayern Munich. What happened to Sadio Mane? He got sold at the end of the season. As in they part ways with him. They sold him. That is how a club operates. Just imagine Enzo Fernandez is in Bayern Munich and saying that he admire Madrid, this and that. Bro, first of all, that captain and bad, they are going to take it away from you. And the next thing, they are going to strip away, as in any title you have, they are going to strip it away. And at the end of the season, they are going to sell you because you have already disrespected the club and disrespected the fan base. So that authority, because there's one thing that Saka, I'm not talking about Arsenal Saka, I'm talking about uh, Saka at Sunderland. That's former Leverkusen player under Xabi Alonso. That guy made a statement that really got me hyped about Xabi Alonso. He stated that Under Xabi Alonso, if you don't train very well, then you are not going to play football. That means any sign of disrespect, indiscipline, not training very well, then you are going to be benched. So Chelsea players misbehave a lot. Players like Enzo Fernandez, even Kopama, they misbehave a lot. We need a manager that can put them in their place, and if they cannot stay, then they should go. They should go. Even if we lose Kopama today, I will not be sad because we have lost a lot of good players like that. That is even more than Kopama. So losing Enzo Fernandez is a small thing. When I survived Eden Hazard and Thiago Silva, then who is Enzo Fernandez that I cannot survive? Who is Enzo Fernandez? Who is Enzo Fernandez that cannot survive? So Chelsea fans, like I said in the beginning of my live stream, all Chelsea news that is coming out right now, majority of them are fake and huge rumor. None of them are concrete. None of them are concrete. Chelsea are not actively interested in any player for now. Chelsea are waiting for Xabi Alonso. Chelsea are actively waiting for Xabi Alonso before they can make any decision. So any news that you see now, don't mind those news. Just pay deft ears to those news. Those news are not concrete. Even if you hear a report that Chelsea are interested in Rafael Leon, it is not. It is fake. Chelsea are interested in Jerome Bowen. It is not concrete. Chelsea are interested in Madrid player. It is not sure yet. Nothing is sure yet. Till when Xabi Alonso arrive. So Chelsea fans, I think this will be the end of my live stream. So it's currently getting to 2 hours now. So I want to thank you guys for staying long on this live stream. CFC Mala, Alex, Jeremy Nice, many of you guys, thank you for your contribution. Thank you for your opinion. It really means a lot to me. And I appreciate your time that you drop on my live stream. Seriously speaking, it's not easy. And I really appreciate you guys a lot. I really appreciate you guys. And for your information, I'm very active on X because I just newly start opening my X account right now. So if you are still on X, just type my usual name, which is Call Me Tega. You are going to see me there on X. I just recently opened my X account today and I've started tweeting. So you can still chat me up on X. And I'm still very active on YouTube. I'm not only active on live stream. I'm active on my long form videos. I'm active on my YouTube shorts. I'm still very active on my community post on my YouTube tab, my community post. And I'll still urge you guys, check out my latest long form video that I dropped, the recent one that you saw there. I've not dropped the latest one yet. Maybe by tomorrow by 2 p.m. I will drop another long form video, at least 10 minutes long, to talk about the current situation or any trending updates that I see tomorrow. I'm going to talk about it and drop my own opinion. So make sure to turn your notification on so that once I upload any of my contents, you'll be the first to see it. And for your information, I'll be coming to live stream at least 5 to 6 times a week. I did live stream yesterday. And I still did today. And I'm still planning to do tomorrow. So guys, like I said earlier, turn your notification so that once I started going active on YouTube, you'll be the first to see the notification. So once again, God bless you all for putting your time here. I really appreciate. This is no money, but what you guys are doing right now, showing yourself on my live stream is more than money to me because I value it. I value your time and your opinion that you put on my live stream. It really means a lot to me. So thank you guys once again. And God bless you all, Chelsea fans. See you guys tomorrow. Up Chelsea.